San Diego. This time we are in Balboa Park at the Comic-Con Museum. They've got several new exhibits up. We love the Comic-Con Museum just because it's a year-round Comic-Con. We were looking back, I think the last time we were here was February, and it was just nice to get that Comic-Con fix year-round. And so today, though, we are here specifically, we're going to look at 3 new exhibits for the summer, but we'll also do kind of a quick look at just the general, because the animation Academy exhibit, as well as some of the classic Comic-Con related stuff. You can see the toucan hanging out over there. So we'll do just kind of quick little hits of the returning exhibits, because we really do love those, and we ourselves as fans want to take time with those. But in terms of the new exhibits, we want to really focus on those as well. So we will take a look. So we're going to start out here. We are on the 3rd floor. If you've never been to the Comic-Con Museum, you can kind of get a sense of the layout here. There's the lobby, main hall, the Pac-Man arcade exhibit over there. And all the way down, got 3 floors here. So again, we don't want to make this like a 2-hour video, so we'll move pretty quickly through the returning exhibits. We're going to give a sense of what is here and what is going on. One of the things that we'll see they have out on display is the Cardboard Superheroes exhibit, which blows me away that kids made these. So Hulkbuster here was made by Connor and Bauer at age 12 and 14, all out of cardboard. One of the things on exhibit here, and we'll see more of their work up here with more characters. But quickly, cover story, 5 decades of Comic-Con, is really one of my favorite parts of the museum, a celebration of Comic-Con's history, of all sorts of artwork. 1972 Jack Kirby Comic-Con program there. So much incredible art, lots of it original art on display here. But again, more of these cardboard superheroes, all made by, it seems, Connor and Bauer, these 2 kids. And this one was age 11, and it looks like 9 when they made Groot there. Some smaller displays there. Hello to everybody tuning in here. Taking a look at some Comic-Con history and some of the new exhibits here. Crunchyroll, Cowboy Bebop, My Hero Academia, a new Stan Lee exhibit. We'll come to those too, but we're continuing making our way just some of the cardboard superheroes that are on exhibit here during the off season as well. They're not necessarily new. Black Manta was made when Bauer was 11 years old. Yeah. And Iron Man here was made by Connor at age 10. Pretty crazy. As we continue going around the art, we're making our way to the 2010s again. You've got original Jim Lee art mixed in here, original Ramita, all sorts of great stuff. Now in here, this is like a workshop area, where I know last time we were out here, they were actually doing the cardboard exhibits, or they were helping people learn how to make them. So they call this the maker space. So a few more. Hulk Hammer, Wally, Stormbreaker. So it looks like there you go. The maker space is currently closed right now. You can usually join us on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So I guess with Comic-Con right now, that's going to take a back seat, so staff can be in other parts of the museum, I would imagine. Again, more Comic-Con artwork that maybe some of you are familiar with from programs of our past. Okay, now we transition into a new exhibit. This one is new for the summer, Cowboy Bebop 25th anniversary. It's presented by Crunchyroll and Bandai. Some incredible pieces on display celebrating. These are on loan from Crunchyroll right here. These pieces are all by Ozaku. Transition here, also on loan from Crunchyroll. These are Mindy Lee pieces. Mauricio Abril has the next set. And these all being part of the new exhibits, our first time seeing them ourselves. We just got here a few minutes ago. This one by Sashin Teng. These are all from La Boca, and these ones are on loan from Mondo. J.J. Harrison on these pieces, also on loan from Mondo. Looks like these last four pieces are all Mondo loans as well. This one, Tom Whalen, as well as this one. Oda Morau. Love the color. And then one more from Mondo on loan, Murugua. Great, I think they're pretty incredible here. So this gives the full view here of the Cowboy Bebop exhibit. They have art celebrating that. All right, we'll make our way. So we're back at kind of the bridge where we began things, looking down on the floor. But now let's make our way into another favorite room year-round for me, celebrating Rick Geary and the Toucan. Really, I mean, Rick Geary's art. But a particular focus on the Toucan. Thank you, Harley. Appreciate that. Yeah, the Ink Pot Award. All right, and so as I said, the returning exhibits will take a little less time with than the new ones, but do want to give people a feel in case they've not been out to the museum, haven't been able to make it out. And again, if you're coming out, for Comic-Con, if you're able to make it out, it is an awesome one to hit, this museum. And if you are local at all, highly suggest checking it out. I'm always surprised how many locals we'll hear from that have not been able to get out here to visit, but definitely suggest it. We make our, 3.5, 4 hour round trip drive to come down here and find that this is a great spot to hang out at times of year that aren't Comic-Con when we need that Comic-Con fix. So last year in this spot was the big Spider-Man exhibit. And if you missed that, you can head to or stay, I guess, where you're at on our channel, and you can see that video. We did that about a year ago today, just approximately, and that was a fun exhibit as well. But also, loving this new one, the Animation Academy. I believe this was around February that it debuted. I know we came out right around its first weeks. I'm not sure the exact time, but I know it was earlier in the year, and it gave us a really nice Comic-Con fix. So we won't spend a ton of time in here, but we will kind of hit a couple highlights for those that are interested, but hopefully can make it out to see things in detail, because there is a lot here when you look at the history of animation, and they march you through it. Yeah, lots of interactive spots where you can see, this is 1908 animation work here. Here we're getting a little lesson on tin toys and how they relate to animation.
Germany and other parts of Europe.
We'll come back and check out this zoetrope. We put up a video of it earlier in the year. It is a lot of fun to check out, but we'll come back by that one. Again, tons of interactive stuff. Really, how long you spend in this exhibit is just all how long your feet can handle it, basically, to do all the things, because it is like non-stop interactive stuff, things to see. I love all the lunch boxes. Nothing interactive here, but it's just a fun walk down memory lane looking at some of these. That Robin Hood. Peanuts. That was a favorite for me as a kid. Super Friends. So this is all a workshop related to Gumby and stop motion work. It's a lot of fun. But we're about to see some stop motion in its own way with the zoetropes about to go off in about 30 seconds, 20 seconds.
And it's also really, really cool. Look, there's Homer and Gumby with Pokey and the Pink Panther. Oh, and poor Mr. Bill. We'd like to see these figures come to life. Is everyone ready to find out? Okay, let's get this thing spinning. It's time to get animated.
It's a neat exhibit there. I was not sure if it translates as well in video as it does in person, but it is pretty awesome. And it goes off every 5 minutes, that one. Like this looping, we can see some Gumby history with some old Star Wars figures as well here.
Art Clokey hired me, gave me my big break into the business. And here we are, animating Gumby again.
He-Man contributing to the history of animation.
After Gumby, I got to meet people.
The first super notable with G.I. Joe in that it was pretty much a commercial, but needed to have a moral at the end, so it would be allowed. Gumby through the years. We move into Art Clokey and his work on things like Coraline and Nightmare Before Christmas. So it's fun again just to see the transitions.
Sounds and music must perfectly sync with the actions in a film without delay, and must sound authentic to the scene. If the music and sound effects don't quite match the action
The Comic-Con admission is a paid admission. I don't recall the prices off the top of my head there. We'll see if we can see them as we go by that area, because they have a sign up with all of it, or you can find it online with all the prices. But yeah, one of the many museums down here in the Balboa Park area. And transition into voice acting. This is an exhibit where they let you guess. There we go. Bill Farmer, Goofy, June Foray highlighted here. Carmel said tickets run around $25.
Or there's discounts if you're.
There's the price. Cool. Then heading into the animation technology section, we get more modern things like Pixar, obviously part of that. Over here, this is all dedicated to Saturday morning cartoons, which is a favorite of mine. I love this. Grape Ape and Great Gazoo and Muttley, Johnny Quest, Jetsons, Huckleberry Hound. Here we got some Clone Wars mixed in. Some more modern Saturday morning animation there. Look at that carpet. And being a big Scooby-Doo fan, Haunt fan, Halloween fan, I love that backdrop. Good photo op there. All right, Cal Arts, ink and paint, color theory. Again, lots of hands-on pieces in here. Origins of Mario, SpongeBob, some original art there. This whole section is dedicated to Chuck Jones, called the Center of Creativity, and again, a lot of hands-on stuff. Really works great for kids and adults. Comfortable place to sit here, take a break, take in the timeline of Chuck Jones. This one always kind of blows me away, just of all the history of Chuck Jones, and like, that's his typewriter. It's crazy to think how much animation history was built right there. They have a photo op here with some green screens. You can do some fun little photo options there for those interested. Harryhausen production. And then back to the center here. And now we will head downstairs. Yeah, there's the gift shop out here on this level. I wanted to point out, this is where people come in, buy tickets, all of that. But yeah, the gift shop. And then the Pac-Man arcade is a lot of fun. Love playing some Pac-Man in there. Games are set on free play, and there's a bunch of exhibits about the history of Pac-Man. That's been an exhibit here for a bit now. I've gotten a chance to check it out a few times and enjoy it every time. A lot of pop culture fun. Again, if it doesn't fit into Comic-Con week, hopefully those that are a little bit closer are able to fit it in somewhere else, because I know, again, for me, it's a nice pick-me-up when missing Comic-Con. All right, we've got one of our volunteers. Here's Spider-Man making her way down. Hello. Thank you so much. All right, so we're checking out the Stan Lee exhibit here. So this is one of the new exhibits, and it goes through a number of things. I mean, there's a lot of like comics on display and kind of what Stan played a role, but also just some of his own histories highlighted from, you know, the pre-comic book days, Army, all of that, and then reunions afterwards. Let's go around this way and we'll come back to the other side. There's some incredible comic art on display. Gil Kane, got Steranko down there, Severin. Love Submariner #1. John Buscema, Gene Colan, This is an original Romita Senior piece right there. This is original Ditko, Spider-Man number 21. Don Heck. This is original Jack Kirby. Inks by Dick Ayers. Yeah, so it's devoted to all things Stanley. Well, you can see actually we're here previewing the stuff and they just opened. They're putting the photo op up right there. So that'll be an additional little spot there. And some fan art here. Fun pieces of Stan. Recreation of Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Incredible. They're interviewing Michael Uslan, producer of Batman, over here, so we'll be a little quiet as we wander away from this area. This is a theater. Marvel Adventure Lab photo. Yeah, Uslan is here, part of Comic-Con week, so they're doing little interviews over with him. All right, some history here. Iron Man number 1. It's just a real celebration of comic art here. This is kind of incredible. Him who ultimately becomes Adam Warlock. We just saw him in Guardians of the Galaxy. This man, this monster, one of classic covers. First appearance of Black Panther. We've got the introduction of Silver Surfer and Galactus. It's like a dream wall of books here. Daredevil number 1. Captain America, first appearance. Silver Age there. Introduction of the Green Goblin. X-Men number 4. Avengers number 1. I mean, just love all this. Here's another Kirby piece, Fantastic Four, number 16, original art page.
So they don't have a voucher Saturday, so we'll do this instead. But
Oh, great.
suggest maybe they buy their tickets.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea on Saturday, and would suggest buying tickets in advance so you don't run into any problems of things being sold out or anything. Tales of Suspense 57, first Hawkeye. Tales to Astonish Wasp. Got Nick Fury intro. And Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. Amazing Spider-Man number 1. That Ditko cover. This is like 100% my aesthetic. I just love, love, love comic art. Particularly Silver and Bronze Age stuff. Go, first appearance of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man number 15. First Thor, first Hulk, first Doctor Doom. The revival of Submariner, first Silver Age Submariner. First Hank Pym, Ant-Man. Of course, granddaddy of them all, Fantastic Four number 1 in a lot of ways. Some fun stuff over here, Millie the Model. This is actually written and edited by Stan Lee in that time before Marvel. It's right before that push into the superhero realm. All right, now let's check out the My Hero Academia exhibit. So this is new for San Diego this year. If you followed along with us at Anime Expo, this was at the Crunchyroll booth, so we were kind of mesmerized by it there, and now we can be mesmerized by it here. All Might just hanging in the air there, no wires. They just constructed it that way so that it can hang up there. And there's an augmented reality aspect to this that lets you take pictures of this scene. And obviously you can be in it as well. And then it has the logo for My Hero. And it also allows you to kind of have that anime action punch, you know, so it's like vibrations of waves in the air and things like that. So we really, really, really like My Hero. If you're not familiar with it, which we weren't a few years ago, but once we started watching it, we flew through it, and it just was like, I don't know, favorite kind of own version of a world where the X-Men could be in a lot of ways. Bakugo, great photo ops for fans of the show. The story of how I became the greatest hero. This gives the background on how My Hero became such a huge part of the zeitgeist. More art. One of the things in the larger context just about San Diego Comic-Con that we've been talking about in various places, we just recorded a podcast last night, I talked a little bit about, is just anime, manga has gotten such a push, become so even more unpopular during the pandemic and since the pandemic. And so it is not the most surprising thing that Crunchyroll has the money to be able to be here and do some of these great exhibits. So all right, so around a couple last pieces of art out here as we fix this. So the three new exhibits, again, it's the My Hero Academia, Stan Lee, and then the Cowboy Bebop. Those are the three new ones. The other ones are returners. So it's a nice blend. One of the things I really like about this whole setup is it's full. Like, this museum is full now. And honestly, I don't even have the feet to last. My feet hurt too bad to spend long enough to take it all in. There's so much. It's incredible the amount, what they have. It's incredible. That's a 1948 cap, so that's prior to Marvel, before Marvel. On loan from Heritage Auctions, art by Ken Bald. These more Heritage Auction pieces. I mean, there's so many millions of dollars in this room. There's some old school. That was a 19-year-old Stan Lee's first writing. Captain America #3, 1941. Art by Jack Kirby. All right, so with that, we are gonna wrap up this live. We will be back in the gas lamp area today. I think we'll probably do another tour, if I had to guess, later today. So if you are interested in all that's going on the Comic-Con campus, you can follow along with us, and we will be on there later. And then tomorrow, preview night, everything starts, everything opens, booths, off-sites. It's just going to be a blur of stuff. So you can follow along with us. We'll have lots of video coming up on the channel. Last year, I think we had almost 70 videos that went up on the channel during this week. So it'll be a very busy week. A lot of archives there if you want to celebrate Comic-Con in the weeks ahead. Not going to have time to maybe watch them all this week, but they'll be there. Guessing it won't be quite as much video this year just because of not having Hall H be what it is last year. Last year we did a ton of Hall H videos. But we'll have lots of stuff, so we hope you can join us. So wrapping up here at the Comic-Con Museum, thank you all for joining. We appreciate your support. Patreon people particularly, we've got our tour tomorrow, so if you support us on Patreon, make sure to check that out. We'll see you tomorrow in person. And everybody have a great, great day. Until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.